The Rise and Fall of Kidd. Eustace Captain Kidd was a notorious pirate from the South Blue and the captain of the Kidd Pirates. He is one of 12 pirates who are referred to as the Worst Generation. Kidd and his crew briefly joined forces with the Straw Hat Pirates and Heart Pirates during the Sabaody Archipelago arc. But before this, when Kidd was young, Kidd, Killer, Heat, and Wire were gang bosses ruling over an island in the South Blue, unaffiliated with the world government. When Kidd's girlfriend and/or crush, Victoria Sharutin Doruyanaika, was murdered by a rival gang, he unified the four groups to take them down. He then decided to form a pirate crew, as he refused to live in such a narrow world. Their ship was named Victoria Punk, after Victoria. This started the journey for Kidd and his crew. In between the time of Kidd becoming a pirate and being introduced in the story, he ate the Jiki Jiki no Mi, also known as the magnet fruit. It is a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows the user to create magnetic forces and use them to control metal. Kidd would later be shown to have awakened this fruit. After his brief alliance with Monkey D. Luffy and Trafalgar D. Waterlaw, the Kidd pirates were able to avoid Kizaru in Sabaody Archipelago and were able to watch the Summit War of Marineford. Shortly after, Kidd headed to the New World, and in between the 2-year time skip, Kidd would lose his arm in an altercation with a member from the red-haired pirates. Kidd formed a reputation for not only for the high numbers of civilian casualties caused by him and his crew, but also for trying to take down the 4 Emperors of the Sea, also known as the Yonko. He fought against a Big Mom commander, and before going against Kaido, he formed an alliance with the Apu and Hawkins from the Worst Generation to defeat Shanks. Unfortunately, this didn't go as planned due to an unsuspected visit from the king of the beast Kaido. Apu and Hawkins would turn on Kidd and join forces with Kaido. Kidd and his crew were imprisoned by Kaido until eventually Monkey D. Luffy was also captured by Kaido. Luffy and Kidd would butt heads during their time locked up, but eventually Luffy managed to free the prison. Kidd left only to be seen again during the raid on Onigashima. He would ally once again with the Straw Hats and Heart Pirates with the inclusion of the Minks, Ninjas, and Samurais. This is when he would fight against Kaido and Big Mom with Killer, Luffy, Zoro, and Law. Eventually, Luffy ended up being the one to fight Kaido on his own, while Killer fought Hawkins, Zoro fought King, and Kidd and Law teamed up to take down Big Mom. It was a tough battle, but they were all able to defeat their opponents. The 3 supernova captains all awakened their fruits, and it gave them the edge they needed to defeat the Titans that were the Yonko. Due to this feat, Kidd, Luffy, and Law all managed to get a bounty of 3 billion berries. Even with them all having the same bounty, Luffy was the only one to be an official Yonko alongside Shanks, Blackbeard, and Buggy. This made Kidd angry and ready to take Luffy's head, but they were all celebrating their win. Eventually, Kidd, Luffy, and Law decided to all leave the land of Wano on the same day. They each picked their own routes to progress in the New World. Kidd and Luffy both picked the same island, which was east of Wano, but after a quick straw game, Kidd managed to be the one to go to that island while Luffy went southeast. Law went northeast and ended up in a battle with Blackbeard and his crew. Luffy ended up on Egghead Island, the base of operation for the mad scientist Vegapunk. Kidd ended up heading towards Elbaf, the Island of Giants. This island is also known as one of the many islands under the protection of the Yonko red-haired Shanks, which unfortunately for Kidd, Shanks was currently on the island. Kidd did not waste any time and charged into Elbaf head first, ready to take down Shanks. Unfortunately, Kidd didn't get what he wanted. Shanks made sure Kidd was in good health before their battle. Kidd goes in and uses damned Punk to destroy all of the ships in Shanks's fleet. But wait, this was only a vision Shanks saw thanks to his future sight. Shanks couldn't let there be any casualties on his side, so he leaps from the island to Kidd's ship and attacks using Divine Departure, a move also used by Shanks's old captain, Gold D. Roger. Killer would attempt to help soften the blow, but they both felt the full front of the attack. This attack knocked both Kidd and Killer out. The Kidd pirates had to surrender. Kidd was knocked out and close to death. They gave Shanks the road poneglyphs they had in the hope to spare them. But some old friends of the Straw Hats and friends of Shanks, Dory, and Bragi used Hakoku sovereignty to completely destroy Kidd's ship with them on it. Kidd and his crew seemed to be drowning at sea, making this the end of Eustace Captain Kidd's pirate career. But will this truly be the end? Only time will tell.